in this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to recreate this zombie Valentine. If you're wondering where I got the heart from, I got it from the dollar store back in October, so I highly doubt you'll be able to find it, but I know you can find fake ones offline if you want to recreate this look or recreate something kind of like it. For this Valentine's week, I wanted to make sure that I did a zombie Valentine. My favorite zombie Valentine ever, hands down, is Made You Look Lex, like one she did like years before the whole zombie craze became really popular. Like, she did this really awesome heart zombie look, and oh, I love it. I want to say with the design on the face, I was inspired by this picture on Google Images, so I'll make sure I link it down below. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you do, please make sure you give the video a thumbs up, and ooh, this hand killed the video. But anyways, make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed so you'll be notified every single time I upload. And now let's begin the tutorial.
Let us begin. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a dark pink face paint and you're going to use it to outline the main features of the zombie. So this would include the outline face shape of the zombie, so you want to make it look kind of skeletal, so you make sure that you outline around your cheekbones and right underneath them. You want to use that to also outline around the mouth where the rip is going to be, around the nose. You're going to outline around your body where the bones are near your throat and your shoulders. Outline around the eyes. You want to make sure you're using a dark pink color because you want these areas to really stand out. After you've done that, you're going to take your base color for the skin. You want this color to be lighter than the color you use to outline everything. Otherwise, it's not going to add dimension. It's just going to look flat and all just blend in together. So that's why you want to make sure whatever color you're using as your zombie skin color is lighter than the color you use to outline everything. To create these different shades of pink, just mix Mehron's dark pink paint and Graftobian's white paint together. The areas on your zombie you want to look more sunk in, like the hollow areas near the forehead, behind the cheekbones, the hollow areas near your shoulders. Use a light pink paint, one that is lighter than your zombie skin color and the color you use to outline the features. So you just apply that light pink paint anywhere you want it to look sunken in. On the body, I went with some weird design, but I wanted it to look sunken in around the heart, so I just used the brush to create these strokes around there with the light pink paint that I would eventually shade to make that area look more sunken in. I avoided going too low on the body to show you guys what I was doing because I had a nip slip a few videos back, and after I filmed this video I filmed a couple of more and I started using masking tape and applying that over my nipple so you wouldn't see anything, and it actually works perfectly. So even if like where the area of my nipple is in camera, you won't be able to see anything because the masking tape is covering it. But yeah, for this video I didn't go too low down. I also used that light pink color to paint the gums and the eyes. I left the eyelid unpainted because I ended up painting eyes on. So if you plan on wearing contacts or you're just going to use your regular eye color, you don't have to do this. Now you will use a pink color that will be darker than any pink that you've used thus far to shade some of the areas, also to add details. So I shaded around each feature I painted. This included the nose, eyes, lips, and gums. I also painted muscle fibers around the eyes and little details below the eyes and around the mouth. To paint the teeth, eyes, and to highlight, I use a white face paint. I didn't go too crazy with the teeth with like shading and trying to make it look really realistic because I wanted this to look more like a cartoon pop art zombie than anything else. So I just stuck really with just solid white for the teeth, for the eyes. And to highlight, you want to highlight the areas you want to stand out and look more raised. So this includes the cheekbones below the main skull shape, the hollow areas near the shoulder, your collarbone, and anywhere you see fit. So it's really important to understand like shading and highlighting when it comes to face painting so you can do it successfully. I'm not the best at it, but I wouldn't say that I'm terrible at it. I think I'm probably better at highlighting than shading though when I think about it. But anyways, yeah, it's best to stare in at a mirror or kind of reference a picture so you can see where shadows naturally happen and where highlighting naturally happens. Now you're going to use a black face paint, and you're going to use this to outline the teeth and fill in the mouth area so it hides your lips, and people, when they look at you, they don't see your lips, they just see the zombie mouth. And then I also use that to outline the eyes that I drew on, because if I just used the pink paint around there, it would look really fake and unrealistic. I ended up filling around the eyes with the black paint a little bit more than I thought I was going to. At first I thought I was just going to shade that area, but then I thought that it looked cooler with the eye area more blackened out. And then the same thing goes with the nose. I thought that I was going to keep it just pink at first, but then I was like, it looks better if I blacken it out, but I left a little heart on the center of the nose. Now it's time to shade. You're going to use a burgundy eyeshadow, or you can even use like a red or a really dark pink eyeshadow, and then a black eyeshadow to shade. You want to shade first with the burgundy eyeshadow, and you want to make sure that it blends out nicely in every area that you shade. And then you use the black eyeshadow to shade every single area you just shaded, except you make sure that the black eyeshadow doesn't overpower the burgundy eyeshadow, if that makes sense, because it looks more realistic when you have the black fade into that burgundy color than if you just have black shading like everything, because then it looks too harsh. Does that make sense? I'm eating a hamburger and like I'm losing my train of thought because my dog is just like staring at me. I'm trying to get more into shading and practicing shading with 2 different colors, because I watch a lot of Jordan Hans. She's like an amazing body painter, and she's really amazing at shading, and so I'm just learning a lot off of her about shading. So if you want to learn more about shading, I highly suggest you check her out. I'll link her down below. Like, she's really amazing at what she does, like very detail oriented, and like I said, her shading is so on point. Moving on to the heart. First, I traced it out, and after I've done that, I use liquid latex, and I just apply that over the shape of the heart. Then to build up the skin texture, I use toilet paper. I just rip tiny little snake shapes and roll it up, and then I apply it right over the liquid latex, and then I apply more liquid latex on top of that to make sure that the tissue doesn't fall off and make it have that more like skin like appearance. There's lots of YouTubers that can show you this more in detail, how to use liquid latex and tissue to create like different skin looks, so you just have to Google it. I know like one of the first YouTubers to ever do it was Petri Lude, and it was like, I don't know, like 6 years ago, really long time ago, but yeah. And I know there's more current gurus who teach you how to do this type of stuff, like Glam and Gore, Mikey, and then my YouTube bestie, Goldie Starling, Angie. I know they both have like tutorials where they show you more in detail how to create looks using liquid latex and tissue. So pretty much, like I said, you're just applying the liquid latex, the tissue on top of it, and then more liquid latex. After I have my shape down, I go back with the pink face paint and use it to color the tissue. If you want this to look realistic, I mean, obviously you wouldn't paint the tissue with a pink paint. To paint the inside of the wound, I use a deep red color, and I just kind of outline the inside of it with that paint. And then to paint the center of it, I actually use an alcohol activated paint, and it's from Skin Illustrator, and it's the blood red color. And this paint is only activated with alcohol, so you can't use water. And I want to say something about it though. If you have dry skin and you apply this alcohol to it, it might burn you, because I have really dry skin and it burns when I use it. Like, I don't really tend to use it on my skin because when I do, it burns. So yeah, just keep that in mind. You might want to test an area out first to make sure you're not like allergic to it or it doesn't burn your skin. Finally, I use scab blood and just apply that to the center of the wound, and that's how I got the heart to stick. I just like stuck it to the scab blood when I was doing the beginning shots for it. So yeah, I didn't use anything fancy, no spirit gum or liquid latex. So that is it for the tutorial. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another Valentine's tutorial on one that is way cuter than this. I'll see you guys. Take care. Bye.